Clare Cook and I work at the Media Innovation Studio in the UK. For the past 5 or 6 years I've been researching journalism business models, restricted environments and emerging technology. I think what makes the business model so interesting to explore is the fact that no one's got the answer, and I think unlike anything that's happened in the journalism business model in the past, where everyone just presumed it was advertising and CPMs and CPCs, in the advent of social media we're realising that it's not just about diversifying revenues, but it's actually about innovating around revenue models themselves, so the value chain about revenue being at the heart of those decisions. We've seen sites like publish.org, which is really leveraging the sharing economy. You've got click funding, you've got alternatives and really advanced versions of native advertising. I just really hope that we can get to the point that media organisations are pioneering a way forward instead of being at the back of the queue. I don't actually think that's true. A lot of media that I work with are not seeking profit. They're actually non-profit or not-for-profit, but they still have to make money. They have to bring in revenues to cover their costs. So the first thing to realise is that not every media is a commercial entity in that sense. To reconcile profit and journalism has been one of the oldest debates ever. But actually I think in this new age of fragmented media, people are actually doing a really good job of either separating out their entities so we can have for-profit arms funding non-profit arms. We can also have a much richer portfolio where each individual element has its own revenue stream and therefore perhaps its own profit margins. Something that Rappler said this morning that I thought was really poignant, and that in her experiences she found it far easier to actually start from nothing and build up. And I've seen that a lot with startups, that they can be so much more agile because they don't have to break down before they build back up. So it is true that in emerging or fragile environments, what I do think you see is a do-it-yourself kind of mentality where innovation and revenue model creation can be far more organic because you haven't got all the legacy inherited culture that's come with it in the past. So what I think is really powerful about an event like this is the sharing that goes on between country to country, organisation to organisation, start-up to legacy media, and that exposure of all those different elements creates a fantastic recipe for innovation.
Okay.
I think Facebook and Google have created their own problems. I think two of the biggest problems that remain today are discoverability and amplification of relevant news and information based on your own preferences. I think Facebook and Google will both stay around for a long time, but I think for as long as Facebook cannot offer a genuinely personal experience, neither for the consumer nor the publisher, people will perhaps become tired of it. Having said that, the functionality and connectivity that Facebook offers in places like Armenia, in Africa, actually means that it's better than email. So for as long as they are problem solving, they will remain reasonably dominant in the market.
Okay.